So let's start with we'll do each pair one after the other, step by step, bit by bit. So let's start with V100s. What's V100s doing? I think throughout last week, I've not taken any trades on the reef. I'm not taking any trades on the reef. I think I was trading with one prop firm like that, one synthetic prop firm, and I think I got the account today. The next day, I passed the phase one. So I'm trying to see if I can meet up with the trading days. Okay. Trying to see if I can meet up with the trading days, the minimum trading days, because I think I passed the prop firm on my first day. That's very crazy. And I think it was on a single trade. Let me see if I can share. Uh, so let's just see what we have on the Deriv. Then, if there's time, we can go over to well trade. You can check up on well trade. But I think, and okay, the name of the profile Blueberry. Let me drop the link here. I think I can also do some analysis there why I took the trade and all of that. A minute, please. So I'm not all right. So why is this thing not loading? So I think June throughout June, on my Deriv, my work rate on Deriv is not that much. I think I've taken like 5 trades, 3 played out, 2 stop loss hits. And the 3 trades I've taken, I think I made around about $4,000 on the June challenge. If you check the June challenge, you see various amount of people that have made money on the June challenge, right? So we have a whole lot. But for now, I've not really seen anything throughout last week. Okay, this was a setup I had on V100s. You guys can see price keeps doing this, ignores my POI and all of that. But let's just see. I want to do an analysis with you guys so that we can see what we can prepare for the week. Then any setup we have here, I'll send it again to the main group for you guys to go check it out and follow it up again. All right. So this on V100s have been looking out for sales because of the directional bias of V100s. So you also want to do what you want to know directional bias first of a market. So if I go to my daily time frame, you see that we have what? We have this sell market on V100s. And we have price coming from what? This mitigation block, right? So we want to see V100s push lower to the downside. So we have an idea of where price is coming from. And now we have an idea of where price is heading to. So I want to keep seeing V100s selling to the downside. I don't want to look out for what unnecessary buys. So therefore, I know that my directional bias on V100s should what? Be bullish. So I will now come down to what? I will now try as much as possible to come down to my lower time frames to look out for what? Sell structures. You get now this like the normal QMR strategy that everyone knows, but what is special about me is about my entries. You get I'm particular about my entries, I'm particular about snipers, I'm particular about flipping of accounts. Okay. So what we do over here is that we flip accounts and try as much as possible to scale up little account. I think there was someone who funded $30 on the June challenge, and the person is up $600 with 3 trades alone. All right. Because I give them what? I give them sniper. I tell them when to enter. I tell them when to hop out. I give them the confirmation entry. You understand? Now, if you check out the 3 trades I took to make $4,000, I did all of that with $20. You get, I funded $20. I took the first trade to 700 from the day I started building. The next 2 trades, it was a banger. You get, it would have been 5,000, but I lost 2 trades, minus $500, minus $500. All right. So that's it. But since then, we've not taken any trade in June. it gets it's not been easy to spot out setups, and when it's like that, you don't want to force market on yourself. You understand? So if you have any questions, do well to drop them on the comment section. Then we'll look out for it. So these on V100s, like I said, we bearish on V100s. So I had this setup, but why didn't price tap into my POY? Let's see if the mistake is from me. The mistake is not from me. We have a very nice, good setup from me. So price just ignored us. If not, we would have taken the trade. And it's that price as what? Price as it is target. Get the target we are looking out for. But let's check the 5 minutes if we can see any little sell structures. We want to keep being bearish on V100s. So let's check if we can see any little sell structures. So I feel we can have something here. Let me be sure. Let me be sure. Let me be sure. Yeah, we can have something at this level on V100s. All right, we can have something at that level there. So we can, let's see, but I will take this as what a high risk trade. But I just want to keep looking out for what I want to keep looking out for sales. So once price gets to my PY, I want to look out for what my candle week and candle theory and all of that before I take the trade. I don't just spot out the QML and wait. I need to come and see candle giving me what I need to do. All right. So I need to see, because once I'm not audible, so I need to shout a little more. All right. So I said I want to see price come all the way to my POY, then give me what? My candle theory, my candlesticks, and all of that. Okay, so this we can have this setup for now on V100s, but we'll tag this what? A B plus, a high risk setup. So you don't want to risk very, very much. So if you're risking $100, you want to reduce your risk to as low as $25. All right, so now let's check V10s. We'll do all the pairs today. So first, you want to do what? You want to know the directional bias. I keep saying that. You want to know the directional bias. So all these pairs, I have the top-down analysis at the tip of my head. So you know that V10s is coming from where? From this angle. I've done all these pairs. I've done all these pairs from like they are now at the back of my head. Do you know how you've analyzed till even if you're somewhere, you know where this space is coming from. So we have on the daily time frame, we have structure on the daily time frame. Okay, we have this. So I have an idea of where V10s is coming from, right? So what do you want to expect? You don't want to come to this market and come and buy. You get most of us, we have this issue of coming to the 5 minutes time frame just to spot setups and you don't know what your daily time frame is doing. You don't want to come to the lower time frame and come and buy so that you don't get stop out, no matter how sweet the setup is. That's why you need to be disciplined to follow your trading plan. Okay? You need to be disciplined to follow your trading plan. So now that I have an idea of where V10s is going, I should do what? I should look out for sales. So now I come to my what? To as low as the two, let's say the 2 hours time frame to check if we have any setup. Now, if we check here, I had spotted out this line. I had drawn this line. If we check this line. So this is a nice mitigation block also, right? So I wanted to see market sell from there. And market just did that exact. I think I missed this trade because what? I wasn't active, right? I wasn't active throughout the week. But what am I trying to say? Directional bias will help you a lot to do what? Find your pace in the market. You know what you're doing. You're not just guessing any setup. You're not just putting any buys there or any sells there. You're doing with confidence, right? So I think I had this mitigation block set up here, and price came, tapped into that, and sold. You can see the sniper, very clean sniper from that line there. All right. So, but I think if we come down to the 5 minutes time frame, I'm not sure price will give us any sell structure. Let me delete this. Let's check. I'm not sure we have any sell structure on V10s. All right, so price might keep selling, except price might respect this one. I think we have something here, right? We have that other block there. Except price respects that. Then we can now take this as what? A structural liquidity. So that we have our entry at here and yeah, so we can now have this. All right, but you still need to look out for what candlesticks confirmation at POY level. Okay, so let's check V25. I want to sell with V10s on 4 hour. Yeah, V10s is selling. V10s is selling. That's what we are looking at for sale. So V25 has been buying, has been buying, has been buying, has been buying. So you want to do what? You want to follow the trend. Like I said earlier, you can see this my buyers on V10. You can see where I marked my line, still the same mitigation block. Now, I trade this setup most of the times. You can see my snapper from the daily time frame, right? Where I marked this line. I had my liquidity on the purple line. Now, this is how a mitigation block setups work. Okay, so we have this expansion. Price gives this kind of expansion, right? So you want to see price do what? You want to see price. Uh, hold on. So in a mitigation block, you want to see price do this. Okay, let's hold on. You want to mark out, yeah, something like this. Then you take this as what? It has to be the bias has to be of high volume, right? Take this as liquidity. You want to see price give you that pullback respect here and do a kick to the upside. It happens a whole lot of times. That's what we have here on V25. Okay. So we have from this point, then we have what? We have a fair value gap here also. You can see we had a fair value gap that price had to come tap in. So you just want to keep buying V25 to the upside because what? It's bullish. You want to follow the trend. Except we see what? We see a good structure that is going to tell us that okay, it's no more buying, it wants to start selling. So if we come on the lower time frame of V25, we want to look out for what? Buys. So now let's go to the lower time frame if we'll see anything tangible. All right. Let's check if we'll see anything tangible to buy V25. Now we check V25. I already sent this setup to the free channel, right? So I was expecting if V25 will come all the way down, tag was in and continue with the buys, but it hasn't done that. But we still keep faith. We still keep faith and see if it will do that. But for now, we don't have any solid buy structure on the lower time frame. So this is just the solid structure of buys we had, and I had sent this towards the free channel last week. All right, I had sent this to the free channel. All right, so if let's check V75, let's go to another pair. Let's check V75. Now V75, I had these sales. Price is still yet to tap into my POI. Now if you check the daily time frame, directional bias, the same thing. These are what we treat on what our mentorship program. Yet now, this is where V75 is coming from. All these things, I have it at the back of my memory. Can you see that? We have V75 coming from that POI, and it's been selling. Okay, I think we've made a lot of money on V75. Yeah, we made a lot of money on V75. So I feel once June is over, I feel the market should give us what a new turn. You get that's why I need to lock in on what the July challenge or the July signals, a monthly challenge. You get discount is $40 into locking. So I feel the market should take a new turn on the July, the new month we're about to enter. But on V75 now, we have these sales from what? From this POI. Okay. So now we have the sales from what the POI. And we're looking out for market to sell. You know that the target of the sell should come all the way down to this line, right? So you need to keep selling V75 to the low downside. You don't want to hop on any buys. That's what the directional bias or like let's say top analysis help you to do. All right. Basically knowing where market is coming from and knowing where market is heading to. So we have this analysis on V75. We have this sell. So I'll still wait patiently for the sell to play out because we don't have any solid sell structure for now. Okay. So let's check step index. Step index, I think I had a missed entry on step index. Yeah, this was the missed entry. So I had this set up. Price came, took out structural liquidity, and boom to the upside. You guys can see that. I think my TP was somewhere around here. Yeah, 1:4. So price came, just took out structural liquidity, ignored what my QML, and to the upside. but that's fine. Okay. And it now came, I think I did not see this one. It came, it took out what? My protected low, gave us what we call the reclaimed order block. It came back, test the order block. And but so this would have been another entry point. Can see the sniper there again. So this would have been another entry point to take this buys to the upside. Okay. So that's it. So I feel these new months to be good. You understand? We should see a lot of setups this new month. See a lot of setups this new month. So we are locking in for July. So these are V250s, right? So V250s, I think I've made crazy money on V250s. Still on June. I think this was early June. You can see this was 17th June. The crazy sales I had. You get so V75 V250s is bearish as fuck. So once you're looking out for what sales, you can see once you see something like this, don't even doubt to buy such markets, even though they are buying. Get the buys might be a little retracement to the upside. So you want to look out for what the long term you want to look out for what long term. So you want to look out for what sales. So that's what you've been seeing. I've been selling V250s and I'll look out for what more sales structures on the lower time frame. All right. I'll look out for more sales structures. I think my network is hanging a bit. Sorry about that. So I thought we stopped at V250. Yes, let's check another pair. Please, if you have questions, you just drop them on the channel or drop them on the chat box. We'll look at them. So let's check V50. What's V50 doing? Volatility 50. Now, Volatility 50 has been selling. If we check, I marked out a line. You guys can see how precise my entries are. I marked out a line. I'm looking out for what? I was looking out for a sell at this line, right? To the downside. I think this is on the daily time frame. So let's see how that played out on what the lower time frame. V50 is selling, like selling massively. So you want to go to the lower time frame and look out for what? Sell structures, right? I want to go to the lower time frame and look out for what? Sell structures. So now let's check. Do we have any sell structures on the lower time frame on V50? I'm not really seeing any sell structure for now. Let me go down all the way down to the 5 minutes. Let's check if we can see anything good. Nothing yet, nothing yet. No sell structure formed, no sell structure formed. Please don't draw on my screen now. Bikono. Oh, you're trying to tell me there's a sell structure here. There's no valid sell structure. Don't go and force the market into your sell. Sure. You get. Except this is not a valid sweep if that's what you're showing me. No, I can't consider that. You get. But now if you can see price has given us what a buy setup. Now you see someone who want to come and take this buy. You get now these are the kind of buys you need to avoid because what the market is bearish. Even if you want to take this buy, you just want to reduce your risk to as 0.5% of your capital because you know that you're counter trading. Anytime you're counter trading, don't tend to risk more. You get such trades, you're not supposed to attach emotions to it. You understand? Because you know that you're just telling me your money or you're just playing. If it plays out, it plays out. If it doesn't plays out, you get then you know that it's just your P. All right, so let's check V100. Now I think it was on V100. V100, I did a flip last week. Was it $100 to $8,000? Yeah, I did it in Lagos. So June has been crazy. I think this is the month I've taken the most of the less trades and I've made crazy money. It's really, really crazy. So I think on V100, we have these crazy buys. So V100 is have these crazy buys. Now you can see how my daily time frame is always. I'm always putting out where price is coming from. If you check, who drew this thing now? Right. So if you check my daily time frame, you're always seeing that I always spot out where market is coming from and where market is heading to. So you want to keep buying. Now we have these buys on what the daily time frame. Now let's go to the, I think on the lower time frame we have a buy structure there. Now let's check the 10 minutes time frame. Let me show you guys something. Now if you check the, let's check the 30 minutes. Sorry about that. Now, is this a valid buy structure? Yes, yes, of course. You have a very, very valid buy structure there. All right, so we have a very valid buy structure here. So now you can see such. Now let's see the sniper price gave here. All right, let's go. Can you guys see? Very valid. So you just want to do what? Directional bias will top up your game. Not just directional bias, key levels also. Key levels on your daily time frame candles, a lot to top up your game. Very crazy. So now you can see that we now have these buys coming from what? The original buys that we had here at this POI. And this is where the bias is coming from. So you just want to keep buying the 100 to the what? To the downside. Sorry, to the upside. All right. So if you're a swing trader can now decide to swing this all the way up here. What is this one now? You guys shouldn't draw on my screen now. So a swing trader can decide to swing this all the way up to what? All the way up to this high. But if it's me, if I see this kind of buys, this one, even if you're funding $100, this one alone should make you around $5,000. You get with this kind of move. So I think this move is okay. So most of the times, what's this now? Who is doing this? Oh, we have the buy structure from there. Okay. So we I'm not sure price will give us any other buy structure on the lower time frame on V100, sure. But I'll keep checking. If I see anyone, we can take that. But all you want to know is know the direction of this market so that if you're trading this week, you know that the whole week candle, you're trading in that direction. Please, please don't go and trade against the direction. You understand? The whole week, you know that you're trading in that direction. Now, before you're entering a week, always know that okay, this pay you want to trade so pays this week. Okay, this place I'm deciding to trade this week. Which direction are they going to give me for this week? You must have projected the direction of the market for this week. And it's like, okay, if your 100 is bullish, that means this week I should be focused on what most of buying setups and all of that. All right. So this is what we have on V100. So now let's check V75s. V75s, what's it doing on the daily time frame? Uh, Okay, V75 is bearish. It's been buy, it's been selling. Been selling. If you can look at that, you have a sell market. It's been bearish and bearish and bearish. But let's check. I don't really know where price is coming from for now on V75s. Well, okay, this was the last trade I took. You can see the sell there. I took a sell and got out very quick. All right, so let's check V75s. We can consider these sells from here. All right, we can consider these sales from here. And we can consider this as, is this a valid structural liquidity? Let me check if the structural liquidity is valid. Okay, the structural liquidity is not valid, so we consider that as what? A B plus setup. Although price is already taking out structural liquidity. But let's see if price will come all the way up towards our POI. This price is already selling to the downside. So structural liquidity and it's selling. But let's see if price will come all the way up here. Okay. Let's see if price will come all the way up here and do what? Sell them. Well, we are bearish on what V75s. Okay. So Yeah, that's that on V75s. I trade only volatility pairs, so we are dealing with what volatility pairs. So after the analysis, I'll take questions on psychology, then we are done. V50s. Let's check V50s. V50s, what has V50s been doing? Yes, V50s, I think it's been selling. No, it's been buying. Sorry, not sales. Sorry, this is like you have price coming from here. Okay. Yeah, price is coming from there. So V50s has been buying. So in this move now, you can see the volume of the buys coming into the market. All right. So you want to try as much as possible to try and see if you can hop on with their buys. So now let's check the 1 hour time frame if you can see anything tangible. Then we go to the lower time frame. Someone said Kirimal is on V75s. Let's check. Is it a buy Kirimal? Let's check the buy Kirimal we have on V75s. So we are almost running out of time. Where is the buy Kirimal? Okay, I think it should be on the lower time frame. Okay, I think this should be the buy Kirimal, right? We have this buy Kirimal. That should be the buy Kirimal. Is it that one or this one? I think this one is more valid. Yeah. Let's see how it goes, Sha. Let's see how this buy goes. You have that as liquidity there. I'll look out for the two. I'll look out for the two. It's very valid. Okay. So we can also consider this as what I think I'll drop this one, but this one is a counter trade. Oh. You know what to do whenever we have a counter trade. You get now V75s. If this buy plays out, know that you can flip $10 to 1K on this trade. To be very honest, you can flip that your $10 to 1K. Just know what you're doing. You get that's why you need someone to guide you through. You get you can flip if these are the pairs that your $10 can turn to 1K within a day. Okay, $100 to 10K. I'm being very serious. So let's look at this. Okay, let's look at. I think this buy is more valid. Price can come all the way here. Take out liquidity, tap into the POI and buy. Let me save that. Yeah, that's very valid. God bless you. All right. So let's check V25s display. It's been a while I've not taken any trade on display. What's okay? The price is bullish. Yeah. The price is bullish. We've had this buys to the upside. Price is bullish. So such pairs, you want to stay away from them because you don't know where price is coming from. You don't know where it's heading to. So you don't have a directional bias of such pairs. You just want to stay clear to avoid what unnecessary loss. Okay. But let's check V10. What's V10 doing? V10 is selling directional bias again. Can see where is price coming from. We have a daily structure on the higher time frame. All right. So we have this daily structure, have liquidity here. So we have price selling all the way down to the downside. Okay, so now let's look out for the lower time frame. So what I want to do is I want to look out for sell structures, and we have one here, very perfect, a very perfect sell structure on the 30 minutes time frame. So we don't even need to go lower. That's perfect enough for us to take that trade. Okay, that's perfect enough. So let's consider that valid. We can go for that sales if you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, tell me I'm wrong or this is the perspective I'm seeing you from. You're all here to learn. All right. So I think we'll be doing this more often on the July group. I want the July group to be very, very interactive. So everyone on this call, If you're on this call, just screenshot. I'll offer you guys 10% discount. You get everyone on the call. So let's check V150s. What's V150s doing? The last trade I took on V150s, I think it was $20 to 400. Now this is with the help of directional bias. The same thing again. So it's how I marked out my PY. I've been selling this market from there. I've been selling it. Now I think this was the move I had last year. I was able to flip $9 to $4,000 with 2,000 positions with this move. So everything is possible. You just need one trade to to turn your life around. You get. You just need to do the right thing, the right knowledge at the right time. Get that knowledge at the right time. You understand? You don't have time to waste. Get that knowledge at the right time. Change your life. You understand? Lock in, change your life. This it was I keep telling people things are possible. I opened the first entry 1,000 positions, open the second entry 1,000 positions. And I think that trade was it $4 per profit. I will be too. I cannot even remember again. I made $4,000 as I did. You get that time I was doing account management, made good money for my investors. So I think that is that on volatility pays. I don't trade step index, I don't trade boom and crash, I don't trade jumpers. I just add them here to look at them once in a while. So we focus on the pairs we've gotten. So if you have any question, ask your question. If you have any question, maybe be it psychology. Some people you might be having issues on psychology. You get We're having issues on risk management. Okay, I wanted to show you guys the account I passed. Let me check if that has opened. Uh, so it's just the skill. You might know how to trade QMR, you might know how to trade some market structure, but do you know directional? Do you know where to spot where market is coming from? Can you just trade? See, all you need is just directional bias. Just know if you can tell yourself that this week this market will be bearish and just look out for sales and just make money like that. Just be going. Just be going. That's all you need. I won't lie. Then your entries for those who don't have capital, your entries be precise so that you make bigger profits. You make bigger profits. Although if you want to be conservative, you be conservative. But when I started, man, I was always aggressive. I always wanted to make it. I always wanted to try to make it at once. All right. Because the possibilities were there. So just try start taking the risks. Yeah, I'll send all the setups on the free channel. We've done V25, we've done V75, we have setup on V25. How do you start? I start basically by opening multiple positions now. Okay, so let me share my screen to. So I think what's keeping me not to go into the face of this account is what's keeping me is the minimum trading days. If you can see, I traded this pair for 1 day and I already passed my profit target. My profit target is past $1,000. I think I got a 10K account. My win ratio 43%. So I just took one trade. I made $1,000 on the trade and passed the account. You get. So if you check my overall loss is $34. You get. So I'm just back on profit. I just want to try out the whole profit. I think the last profit I traded was Lucky Man's profit till he shuts down. You get. It was Lucky Man's profit I traded as at then. And his profit was doing well, but I felt for some personal reasons he had to shut it down. You get, but he wasn't owing anybody any money. But this V150s, we are supposed to see a sell setup now. Let's check. Come on, this sales is massive, bruh. Sales are massive. So that's that. I think I've gotten a profit, gotten a 50K profit on Being funding. So I might start trading forex. If you see me trading forex, no, it's because of that profit. No. I just want to try and start the whole profit stuff again and see if I can be 200,000 funded or 300. Because profit is another way of making money, right? I got stopped out on V150 sell. What sell is that? So let's lock in together in June. I can't wait to see you guys. All right. We'll do more numbers in June. Fully locked in. I think I'm done with exams, so I stay at home, make money. You get make money. Turn July to be your COVID month. Just be at home, lock down everything. You need to. The clock is running too fast, bro. When was January? When was January? Now we are in July. It's crazy, bro. So you need to shun some things, make sacrifices and lock in. I need to pay. You understand? I need to pay, definitely. You get to pay once you're seeing that you're passionate about it, you're around people, like-minded people that are about to make the same money, has the same goal around you, then you're good to go.